What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Yeah, let's just talk about Trails in the Sky, the first chapter. Let's just jump right into it. So, I'm not gonna lie, this game, I'm so like it's like it just came out of nowhere. Like I've been playing Trails probably since like 2022 because I discovered it looking for like I forgot what I think I was maybe looking at like a Persona or like a school game. I forgot what it was, but there wasn't really much to play on my PS4 at the time. This was like right before the place. I think the PlayStation 5 had came out. I think I might have just not had the money to get one. But anyways, Trails in the Sky is literally the perfect game. If you've never played a Trails game, this is the game to do it. It's literally the first game in the the set chapter. It's literally the first game in the series, right? So again, you get introduced to the gameplay loop, the oh, sorry. If you guys aren't Trails fans or you're not familiar with the story, you could kind of click off if you want, but I'm kind of gonna get into some spoiler stuff, so just be warned ahead of time. So, anyways, yeah, this game introduces us into Ouroboros, the Bracer Guild, Olivier, Shirazard. Obviously, it's kind of funny, looking back at it, considering how those two met and then what ended up happening in later games. Some of you guys will catch my drift if you play Trails games. Um, really, another thing too is that I didn't realize at the time either that Josh and Estelle were both junior bracers when this game first started. You know, because before Trails in the Sky, the first chapter, I think my very first game was Rails of Cold Steel. I think it was the first one. So I wasn't really that familiar with Trails. I just seen it one day. I'm like, oh, like this game looks kind of cool. I think I might have seen it on the Vita at the time, but for some reason, like I just chose not to get it. But I mean, it has its ups and downs, just like any RPG. But the game, the first chapter game, is like really good. Like the story, it's not too crazy. Me, like I said, I did, I think like 60 hours and I beat it. So, I mean, I beat that game. I was supposed to beat, like, I beat it, I want to say like a couple of months after it came out. It's just, between working and trying to find time to do it, going to the gym. But it's definitely one of the best games like I played on the PS5. Even though technically it's not an exclusive or anything, but it's definitely, I feel like Falcom and Gunko did a really good job on that game. And again, the fact that it seems like it came out of nowhere, that's kind of like the thing to me too, because in the latest game, they kind of took like I want to say like a bridge gap or like a gap year, however you want to word it. So, I mean, the fact that they went all the way back to the beginning to kind of reintroduce people, I think it kind of says something too. Like maybe they're trying to bring people like more into the story before they wrap it up. Because there ain't really too much left. But as far as like I said, the classic RPGs, if you never played it, obviously, oh yeah, there's also a demo too. That's another thing I kind of like how they released a demo for you to try it out. And if I'm not mistaken, the demo actually carries over into the full game, so that's kind of helpful too. Because nowadays you don't really see a lot of that. Where you get to play the demo and then progress from that carries over into the full game. Sometimes they want to screw you over and you play the demo as much as you want, and then all that progress does not carry over. So that's kind of annoying. There was a game I was about to say, but it kind of slipped my mind. But yeah, I think if you're looking for a good JRPG, it's on Steam, PlayStation 5. I believe it's on Switch 1 and Switch 2. So again, I mean, it's everywhere. It's not like it's exclusive to one platform, and you're getting good bang for your buck when it comes to this game. To me, I would definitely rate it probably 8.5, 9. You know, obviously there's no game out there that's perfect, but when I think of a game where you again like you get like $1 per hour of what you spend, even if you buy it less than six, I I think it's $60 too, which is the even crazier part. On PS5, Switch 2, they could have technically have charged $70 and it still would have been worth it. That's not something you could say about a lot of these games nowadays. Like you're not really getting much value compared to the dollar that you're spending. It's kind of weird. That's kind of another video too, talking about how like nowadays in gaming, it's rare to get expen- experiences where it's actually a gamer experience, not just a transaction. If you know what I mean. So I mean, obviously there's a lot of different RPGs out there, but to me personally, just seeing how like everything like kicks off and you know playing the later series and then coming back and seeing how like like that's how Jocelyn Stone met. Like I didn't know Luve was originally in the first game. Like that's how they met, and then Josh. I'm not really sure if they mentioned him and Luve being from the same town in the first game, but like there's like hints at it about the 100 Days War and the whole Cassius Bright situation. What's even crazier to me though is that I think I might have watched like a summary video on the first chapter, so it's kind of like a little like rusty. But when I played it, like I feel like maybe in Cold Steel or Truro, like they kind of made references to it. I just can't remember because it's been so long. Like since because I last played Truro like a couple of months ago. It doesn't like obviously you're not gonna retain everything the first time you play it. So I mean I probably should go back and play Oh Farewell to Maria. That's another good one. Again, that's another video possibly. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling on. But as always, just trying to get the discussion going. I do appreciate any support on the video. See you guys in the next one. Peace.